Hi, and welcome once again to Rob's Video Demo. Well, what a surprise to see me here, face to face. Well, kind of face to face. Well, face to webcam. And what are we running? Well, what am I running? More to the point. It's VJO, Visual Jockey. And I'm just piping a webcam, which you can't see, through my computer into VJO, and it's funneling it through the video stream through a couple of free frame plugins. And when you think free frame, if you can even say it, you think big fug. Well, some of us think like that. When you think big fug, you think, when you think painting with light, you think Alex May, digital artist. Here's his website. He's created the painting with light software, as well as heaps of free frame plugins, some of which he sells and some of which he seems to give away. But anyway, isn't that life these days? There's the website. I recommend you go and see it, visit it. It's paintingwithlight.bigfug.com. That's bigfug.com. He's an interesting digital artist, Alex May. Look him up. Google or Bing him. And as you can see, his main claim to fame, at least aside from the free frame plugins, is this digital mapping to objects of video and other imagery. And this is what he offers painting with light to do it with. Ta-da! There it is. And I've used it a few times. It's pretty small. There are the files on the screen. And we'll see if we can demonstrate a few things. Now I've got it running. I'm using Bandicam and it's not syncing very well with the actual output, but you'll get the drift. It'll flicker a bit, I suspect. Essentially it wakes up with a few, you start the program, it wakes up, not you. Well you have to wake up first, but anyway, once you've woken up and you've started painting with light, version 1.0.3, you select a brush, and it can be any of these. It's running a bit slow on my XP box at the moment because I'm running a few things, but get the drift. You select a brush, and you can load other brushes. I've loaded one already, but I've selected this one and I've chosen a colour, and then see what it looks like painting on the screen. You might be able to see it's actually doing it. It's a paint program, will be, you say, but that's an interesting effect. If you went to the mapping box and got a preview running, you can see I'm running a video in the background. I can change the cycle speed, I can change, and direction for that matter, the cycle period, and have a really good fun time. Basically I can change the offset, I can change the rotation, which is most excellent. If you're trying to map to an object, this is really funky. And you can change the scaling, and if you're not excited already, then you're just not getting it, are you? But you can go to that website and you can get it and try it out for yourself. But in a nutshell, it's pretty easy to operate. You select a brush and you draw with that brush, and you select a texture, and I'll turn the preview off. And you can actually select something like this, draw a box, and you're actually painting with light. You're painting with a moving video, if you select the right video anyway. and you can rewind and pause and do all those sorts of things and play, and hopefully you're seeing something here of interest and of help to you. As I say, it's all a matter of simply pressing on load or using the existing brushes, clicking on load in the texture box and choosing a texture, which is basically MP4 files, or in my case I'm using WMVs, they seem to work, and mapping them to a space and outputting them to either a projector or, in my case, this little output box. And if you play with it, it's quite interesting, and you can take shots of your quite interesting looking things, or even create movies. There are a couple of optional plugins which cost you a little bit of money, but you can also develop workarounds of your own, I'm sure. And basically that's it. There's a lot more you can do. You can tailor your mapping using various mapping tools, including the Bezier tool and the ray tool and loop and path and lines and polygon, but here I'm just using this rather nice quad tool, which just draws a quad, and you can manipulate it, as you can see, once you get to grips with it. Very powerful. Obviously designed for mapping to real physical objects, but that doesn't stop you playing with it, and nor would it stop you. You can also work with layers. I won't show all of this to you, but there's a lot of control over what you do with those layers, including my personal favourite, multiply, which isn't really going to do much right now. But if you had a few layers running, it would do something, and you can get some very interesting effects. If you do run into trouble, the documentation is scant, but it's fairly easy to get your way around this program. So the only real trouble I've had is sending it to screen and then forgetting that Alt plus return, that's Alt plus enter, will get you back again. So if you ever go full screen and can't figure out which button to press, remember Alt plus return. That's really it. I can't show you much more. So instead, I will simply show you the website one more time, encourage you to go and check it out, and end with a flourish. So once again, thanks for watching. This has been Rob. Rob's Video Demos. Rob out.